It's quite possible that no member of the Near Hall of Fame has been more successful in more different types of racing than our next inductee. Rollie Lindblad has built championship-winning dragsters, midgets, super modifieds, and pro stock late models. His pioneering Badger design revolutionized midget racing and was so fast that it was ultimately banned by every sanctioning body in America. In stock car racing, his modifieds won throughout New England, and his pro stocks have won major events and track championships. A youthful hot rodder, Lindblad was in his early 20s when he attracted attention with two fast dragsters. One was a radical rear-engine car, and one was a Ford-powered slingshot, and both were about a quarter mile ahead of their time. In those days, Rollie was also a driver, and he was a good one. Check this out. It's a summer weekend in the mid-'60s at Connecticut Dragway. Promoter Frank Marotta had set up a match race between two NHRA legends, Big Daddy Don Garlits and Art Malone, but Malone's engine blows on a practice run. Needing a fill-in, Marotta calls on this fast young New England boy named Rollie Lindblad. The upstart Lindblad beats the superstar Garlits, and later Big Daddy pays him the ultimate compliment. Nice job, kid. Transitioning from driver to builder, Lindblad turned out some of the era's most famous funny cars, including the Eastern Raider, the Yankee Peddler, the Light My Fire Corvette, and multiple cars for drag racing icons like Tommy Grove and Jungle Jim Lieberman. An oval track fan even in his drag days, Rollie did occasional repair work for car owner John McCarthy, a cornerstone of NEMA, the Northeast Midget Association. One day in 1971, McCarthy complained that his traditional upright had been beaten again by Jerry Wall's infamous rear-engine car, the Yellow Jacket. Lindblad replied, "Well, when you decide you want to beat that guy, come and see me." Rollie had drawn up plans for an offset midget chassis loosely based on a 1960s Indy Roadster. He called it the Badger. McCarthy bought one, and in the hands of driver Dave Humphrey, it was a rocket. Soon the Badger was the hottest asphalt midget design in America, and Lindblad sold numerous copies in 1972 and 1973. Afraid that it would obsolete the uprights, USAC and most other midget clubs outlawed the car. But not wishing to chase away any teams, NEMA accepted the Badgers, and they dominated the next 10 years, winning championships with drivers like Humphrey, Butchie Walsh, Drew Finoro, and Johnny Mann, and securing owners' titles from McCarthy, Gene Angelillo, Flex Uris, and Carl Kibbe. In 1976, Lindblad fielded his own Badger, winning the owner's title for himself and the driver's crown for the great Armin Holly. In all, Lindblad's Badger midgets combined to win well over 100 features before NEMA II legislated them out of existence. There was also a smaller line of Lindblad-built super modifieds. In the late 70s and early 80s, they won at Oswego, Fulton, Thompson, and Starr with drivers like Holly, Don McLaren, Brad Thrall, and Denny Wheeler. Wheeler also won an ISMA Super Modified Championship with his Lindblad machine. Rollie's reputation grew further in 1976 when he built one of the period's best remembered NASCAR modifieds, a Black Vega owned by Billy Hood and later Marvin Rifkin. With Ron Bouchard at the wheel, the M&H Racemaster number 7 was the winner at Stafford, Thompson, Seekonk, Waterford, and elsewhere. Lindblad constructed a number of other successful modifieds, including his own yellow number 48, whose drivers included the great Leo Cleary and Mike Whedon. While absolute records are hard to pin down, it's a safe guess that Lindblad modifieds won between 80 and 100 features, with Bouchard and the 7 chipping in at least 50 of those. The demise of full-blown modifieds as a weekly division at several tracks led Lindblad to full-body cars in the late 80s. He built himself a pro stock, winning a Seekonk championship with Cleary and 2 more with Fred Estelle Jr. And he sure hasn't forgotten anything. Just last season, again with Estelle at the wheel, Lindblad was the pro stock championship car owner at Thompson Speedway. Clearly, no one else in the Northeast has had the same degree of influence on design and fabrication in so many different forms of racing. He's already been enshrined in the NEMA Midget Hall of Fame and the New England Drag Racing Hall of Fame, and thus it is my pleasure to welcome into the New England Auto Racing Hall of Fame perhaps the most prolific builder of race cars in this region's history, Mr. Rollie Lindblad.
I especially want to thank NEAR for this situation that they've got here. Done a hell of a job with it. I've been to a number of them, and I'm real proud that I've been voted for by the members. I've got to say, the guy that's been with me since day one is Dick Lindblad. He's the guy that's been the guy behind the, the trick bodies and the really neat sheet metal work on all the race cars that we've built over the years, right up until today. And he's still there. He's threatened me that when his leather hammer wears out, he's gone. But he's still been there. Of course, I'm sure he'd join with me in saying that in this kind of a business, it's all about the owners and the drivers of the cars that you sell. And we've had some great ones. The names that in New England and throughout the country we're so proud of. Of course, Leo, he drove our modifieds, and what can you say about Leo? My wife has mentioned after he retired, she said, Leo spoiled us. Because when Leo got in your race car, he drove the wheels off the thing and he made you look awful good. And we had a lot of other great young guys. Mike Wheaton, like Bonesy said, Bobby Potter. We had some really, really great kids like Chuck Doherty and Wayne Dion that did a great job for us, and right up till today with Freddie Estelle. And I'm proud to have had him drive for me over the years, each and every one of them that did a great job. Of course, this racket, when you race in your car, and it's all about the team. And we've had some guys with us almost as long as I've been racing. And of course, Dick's always been there. Sonny Seagraves, Jack Horrocks, Eddie Duval, and Jimmy Morissette, and some great sponsors that without which you could never do it. And of course, unlike you, Bonesy, 44 years ago, I got married. Somehow, she's put up with me for all them years. I don't know how she did it, but... And, of course, I got my two #1 fans out there, Robin and Leah. They're at the races every week, even today, so I want to thank everybody and thank some really great people that are in here. Appreciate it.